Good morning and welcome to Moopsy. Welcome to the Moopsyverse. I have not got that down yet. Good morning, everybody. I'm hoping the audio works on the mic, so if somebody jumps into chat, we will see if that's working today. As I work on a new cup of coffee, yes, indeed. Let's see, what have we got for endeavors? First of all, let's see if anybody's around. There is a problem with the internet here in the States, so I suspect it might be a little bit quieter because it may be affecting not just us. But it looks like AT&T took a big hit with like 8 million or 18 million people down at the moment. I don't know if that's gotten fixed since I got home last night. Do I have AT&T? No. Maybe. Xfinity. I have Xfinity. That's what I've got. Because AT&T was what I want. AP damage on the ground, Polaron damage in space, harvest materials on the ground. Well, we can go harvest some materials on the ground while we're waiting to see if anybody else is in today. Let's see. Maybe this is one I keep queued up. Maybe not. I'd say we'd do Rio Station this morning, but I know how much some people love Rio Station here, so that's not going to happen. Unless a lot of people jump in and go, oh, Rio Station, let's do that.
Welcome to New Romulus.
Thank you. Hello, Kris.
Hello, Mom.
I wasn't sure if you were... There's apparently a massive internet outage here in the States, and since it's really quiet in game today, I suspect maybe a few people have been hit by it.
Well, I'm not in the States, so I wouldn't be affected by it. My provider is local.
Yeah, but
I
I didn't know what it was doing to, like, server service and things like that, or if we're getting super sketchy service or what. I don't seem to be having an issue, but...
Well, my STO is running on the German server, so...
Ah, there you go.
Even if it dies over there, it's not dying for me.
Well, that is a good thing.
Yeah, they have a server center somewhere in Germany.
Oh, yeah.
Mostly because Germans have to have their own instance of STO that has their language incorporated. It's the only different language I think STO functions in.
Really?
Yeah, because they have everything in German. Items are differently named, all in German.
Oh, yeah, I used to share a screen with Ed every now and then, and of course everything's coming across
Welcome
in German.
to New Romulus.
And that's one of those moments when you're like, I may have studied German, which I haven't, but boy, I don't understand any of this.
Yeah, those names are sometimes unhinged, and like, even if you have like basic understanding of German, they will... I mean, it's science fiction, right? So there will be like scientific things that you would probably not know from like a common knowledge of
Yep.
the language.
Yeah, if they're not using a Germanified version of some of the gobbledygook, it's like, what?
Yeah, yeah, precisely that.
I'm doing the ground mats here
Maybe.
for my current endeavor because it's so exciting to run back and forth on Sphere of
Oh yeah,
Influence.
that sounds like fun.
It could be worse.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but why would it have to be worse?
Eh. Okay, it's tedious. It is tedious, but it's only 3 times and then you're done. It's not the worst by any stretch of the imagination of the difficult endeavors. It's just tedious.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's see if it'll let me do it 3 times in a row. Yep, it's gonna let me do it 3 times.
Welcome to New Romulus.
I think I have some spacey damage, some Polaron damage in space on this account.
Nice, nice.
But then I have to start
even
switching
seen what
around
I've
because
done.
most of my stuff is ground on this one. But since you weren't here, I figured I'd just knock this one out.
Let's see, Vast ground, 67, no. Tetran damage ground, no Tetran damage whatsoever, and 515 ships. Lovely stuff, lovely.
That is actually something I should have added to my comments on battle zones.
That's
Which
better.
is that, you know, when you have the endeavor of Voth on the ground, it takes forever because there's not a lot in one space, in one place, and that's true up in space as well.
Yeah,
you have
60
to
Voth in
spend.
space. I go to Dyson Sphere, takes forever. I would need to go for Breach or something.
Well, the only thing
And
with
that
Dyson Sphere
That
is
was in space, but like those were like on ground. So I'm like, I would spend time whole day in the battle zone on the
I,
ground.
I think in space, if you get to the Undine space, which still counts as battle
Yeah, it's
zone,
still the
and it
battle
gets to
zone.
that
Yeah.
last sequence, you can usually, if you're teamed up, get your 60.
You know what? What the issue is that my luck is that whenever I come, it's the wrong end of
Right. Oh, no, no.
the
I totally
battle
agree.
zone.
Yeah. And if
So
somebody
I'm
isn't
like,
determined to do it, you're going to sit there. Speaking of which, I need to figure out. Oh, tonight's TFOs. Tonight is TFO Tuesday. But yeah, I was thinking one day we'd go and do battle zones like we did Defara the other day. Defura. Whatever that place is called. That place. I wonder if this tune has got a Jem'Hadar with Polaron. Should take a look real quick here. No, I do not have a Jem'Hadar. Back to you, Peter Porker. Let's see. Do I have any Polaron toys? I have one Polaron weapon.
on.
Let's see. That is it. That is not terrific. I think we need to make it really quick. Check in down at Earth Space Dock. Hold on, can we do that here?
Why do you want to go there?
Because where are there Polaron weapons that are just sitting around untouched? In rewards boxes from Reputation. So go down, open a few, see if I can just grab some real quick. Throw them on there. I only need to do 150,000, so a couple weapons. And then we go off and do spacey stuff for a while. I got in about
More like
11:30 last night, so I'm just a little tired this morning.
just about a little tired.
It was a good class. I'm just absolutely worn out. Let's see. Who does Polaron? Oh, come on. I don't... Oh, yeah, I've got some. Polaron would be... Who does Polaron weapons? It's the Breen, right? Or isn't Breen lockbox? Somebody does Polaron weapons. In Reputation.
The latest lockbox had a lot of Breen Emporium Polaron damage, but Jem'Hadar also did Polaron.
Okay. That's
The
right, they
minion.
do. So let's see.
Just the
Good, I have 2 boxes from them. Great. Watch. No, it will be good. Well, there's one. Oh, I got 2 weapons out of it. I guess we're going to go with that for a little bit.
I can't decide which visual template I want for my ship.
Go. Let's mail off some of these. Oh. Well, that didn't work. I guess somebody has to go clean out their mail. What a concept. One of my tunes cleaning their mail.
Ew.
I have one tune who gets all of the leftover tribbles and things like that. But he gets them from all of my accounts. Here we go, there's some stuff. I think we need to spend this weekend cleaning out the fleet bank inventory because we have so much garbage in here. Let's see. Anything else there that needs to be tossed? We'll go with that. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 200 times 20 is 4,000, 2,000. There. Alright, I'm ready to go do something spacey.
That's good. Oh my god, this looks...
Invitation has been sent. Do you have a taste for anything?
Sec. Just... I was at the ship Taylor, so I didn't
Oh,
see
yeah,
it.
no hurry. Take your time.
No, I'm done. I think so. I'm just making a cat bash of the ambassador. I feel like flying the ambassador. It's Trish's fault. He was running it this morning on his stream, and I was like, ambassador. Now that's a thought. Played around that ship for a while.
So I teamed all of my tunes that I could yesterday, 5 tunes, or excuse me, on Sunday, to do the TFO. Not all of them counted.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
And they were on different accounts, right?
Pardon?
They were on different accounts, all of them.
Yeah, they're all different accounts. And all I can come up with
Strange.
is somehow when even though we did it as a team, somehow they were doing it individually. So it wasn't teamed properly. So I'm going to have to experiment with that. Like they had acquired the mission prior to...
They were taking part in that thing.
Well,
why would it?
Because sometimes it'll do that. If you acquire the mission, then you team, it doesn't always want to give you credit for doing it. I have noticed that a lot with Delta Quadrant, but of course Delta Quadrant's got issues.
So Quadrant is one big issue.
Yeah.
When you asked me about what I have, I re-rolled one of the Dodge ones, and it ended up with 30 Tholian ships.
Oh, we can either do Azure Nebula or we can go off to Archer if you want.
Yeah, I don't think Archer will give me 30.
Okie
I don't want to
dokie.
risk it.
I'm on my way off to Archer with you and we can take them out.
I meant that we probably could take Azure.
Oh,
but
then we can go take Azure. I will queue that up.
I don't know
right
if
now.
it's gonna give me 30. I tried to run it for 30 and I don't know if it does.
Okay, it does do it if you
Depended they
don't...
spawn the gate, not gate,
The webs.
cage, the web.
Yeah, you have
I
to let
call
it
a
spawn the
cage because it
webs.
looks like a cage.
And it won't do it if
Yeah,
you
I
go
killed them too
fast.
Yeah.
But I'll queue us for Azure.
I think I prefer it.
I guess would be other people might need some Thelians this morning.
Yeah.
We are going to do Rio Station tonight if anybody wants to do it with us.
Ugh.
Yeah, oh.
Stupid TFO. One of these stupidest TFOs.
But it's not bad. If you do it on Elite, it just runs through it so fast.
I've got no issue with the speed, but it's tedious because it's like, I need to speak with you, you know, and then like being reverted back and forth between that stupid office
Yeah,
and
I'm
go
not
back out
disagreeing.
there. It's just like, you have comms, you could just change the channel so the Alachi don't listen to you. It's not like the Alachi speak your language. Come on, just make it less tedious. Make it make sense. No, I can't be bothered. Strangely enough, I do like this version of version that's a kit bash, but it's funny because if you know the Narendra template we have in STO is based off the original design for the ambassador, and I'm wondering because the Narendra template looks quite modern, looks What I mean is that Ambassador, the model that they ended up with looks like a transition between Galaxy and Excelsior. It looks like a blend between these two, something like intermediate.
Yeah.
So it went from Excelsior to something more spacious and larger as Galaxy, but still not as sleek and futuristic as Galaxy. But Narendra, the design looks quite futuristic. It looks like something that would be on par with Galaxy class running around. So I think they just reverted to something looking less futuristic, I suppose. Because Ambassador looks very evolution of the TMP era. And the motion picture, which is like the Excelsior visual. So yeah, I think that's why they changed it. Why they threw away the original plan for the
Excuse me.
Ambassador. I still do like the Ambassador class. It is a classic.
Tell you what, how about if... oh, I'm going to do that while I'm at it, in case somebody wants to do that. But if this doesn't pop in the next minute or so, let's go over to Archer, just because we can always come back and finish it up if we have to.
Oh, just transwarp there.
Okay. To Archer? There's a transwarp to Archer?
No, but halfway there, like,
I usually
I'm
go to
already
New
in the
Romulus and
Azure sector.
yeah.
No. I transfer to the Azure sector and then they take it from there. And see, I'm already closer.
Oh, yeah.
And now even closer. Because quantum slipstream drive, baby!
I think there is a patrol that's also got hold it, that's Romulans, so we want Tholians. Is there a patrol
There's
with
one,
Tholians?
but I don't know which one.
Which one?
I don't remember which one.
Yeah, but we
I don't
need...
remember.
We need Tholians. I don't think there's a Tholian patrol.
I think there was one with Tholians, but I don't remember which one in the Romulan space is it. I don't know if there's a way to check.
I'm sure there is.
Alright, in here.
There's a couple that give you randoms.
They sometimes spawn in the Mirror Universe Jupiter Gauntlet.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one, Bringers of War, I think.
Yeah, I think.
If you
I
go to the
think
Mirror
you're right.
Universe, but they are random. You have no guarantee that it's gonna give you Tholians. It runs with Borg. It runs with Alachi. You might run into so many different species because both are simulations, so they will simulate every type of enemy that we can encounter. And under higher difficulties, they can throw you the... what were they called? The Vadoir.
Yeah.
And Kathy, I think.
I'm there if you want to go in.
Okay. Why don't you not use the quantum slipstream drive? It takes forever to travel across the sector
It's
space.
not that far. It's not that far. As I said, if we don't kill them too quickly, you should have no issues getting 30.
Okay, I've got already 10 and I just destroyed the web.
Yep.
And there's another one. Strangely enough, I just completed all of them.
You got
3
your 30?
webs. Yeah. Can I queue as your if I want to do that.
We are cleared from that.
Ew. Left a bullet here. I mean, I don't hate Zero, it's just like, I think it should be a lane. So you don't keep... I mean, it's kind of stupid that it's like they respawn magically on the same asteroid. I think it should be a lane, like you do on the Leviathan. But instead of huge, massive starship, it should be just a lane of asteroids which are, like, change into facilities, storage facilities for those ships, and that would make a lot more sense than keep coming back and forth between 5 different asteroids. It's so dumb.
Sorry.
I know it's a rework of an old TFO, but it's kind of lazy.
Yeah, actually, it's kind of what the original TFO was like. It's just a cleaned up version of it.
Yeah, I know, they raised it off of it, but it still would make more sense if they let it be something more fun. Or instead of... Oh, if they could do something like... To Hell with Honor, but instead of, like, you know... those facilities, it will be ships being held on those facilities. That would be so cool.
They could always redo it, yeah. I don't know that they will, but they could.
I don't think they will, because... I don't know, I think... Is that considered cult classic or something like it?
It definitely is.
But if it had to be me, I would have done it completely different. To make it less tedious and...
Well, it always comes down to what's it going to cost them to do it, and what are they going to get back in return. So cleaning something up probably doesn't cost a fortune. What do you get back?
Well, they did
different issue.
redo the entire ground mission of the Counterpoint equivalent.
You mean Forged in Fire?
Yeah, Forged in Fire was completely different.
Yeah.
And they had to redo the whole thing, because they had to, like, redo it through the map and all that.
I happen to like the old one, but... You know, it was the only instance where we had old DS9, which I loved. I loved old DS9. It was
the old
big.
one... I think the old one is still on the episodes. I think on the phased out episodes from the main story.
I can't think of one.
Probably the road, I think. I think that's
That
still
could
available,
be.
and
That
is
could be.
run on the old DS9, both exterior and interior.
Definitely on the exterior. Could you excuse me for just a moment? It's decided to rain, and I want to go downstairs and shut a window. I will be right back. And while I'm at it, I'm going to put some hot coffee in my cup, so I will be right back.
Sure.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I checked my weather report to make sure it wasn't going to rain for a couple hours, and it's supposed to rain starting in about an hour and a half. Because I have 2 plants that are on my porch, but the porch is covered so they don't get rain. Unless it's really blowing hard. And I'm thinking, great, I've got time. I'll go take them down and put them out in the rain for when it comes down at 8 o'clock. So it's raining now. If I don't have to spend money on watering plants and let the naturally occurring water take care of it, I'm much happier.
That's always good.
I like to save money. However, I still need to do roughly another 70,000 in Polaron damage in space.
Well, that requires for a lot of targets.
Or just something that takes time. How would you feel about a little guillotine? We haven't done it for a few days.
I would be very glad to take part in it.
I will go queue that up
You know
for
me.
us. Just checking.
You know me.
See if that fit into the schedule.
I got nothing planned in the schedule, honestly.
Yeah, once I get this knocked
Traveling
out, I
through
will...
until today and tomorrow ends.
Oh, how are
I
you
have
doing
2
on
days off.
the event?
I
Do you need to do it for the day, or have you already...
already did it in the
Okay.
morning.
I still
I
got
forgot to do it
6...
last night.
I still got 6 days to go on it. This is a tedious event.
I mean, I don't mind it. I do it at the episode. It's so brainless, like a
Oh, yeah.
I don't really
No, totally
think
agree.
about it.
It's just... I do it on too many accounts.
Well, that's another.
That's a whole
a
different
different-
issue, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is not...
If I'm doing it on one, it's fine.
Well, the thing is, doing it on multiple accounts, you just team them all up. And they all do it at once. And I can go up to 5 at one
If you have a
time.
computer that can support that.
Fortunately, my
Mine
computer
can
can handle 5. I max out at 5.
Meanwhile, Istio did an interesting thing yesterday.
What'd they
and
do?
A few days before, they posted about. They're celebrating Pride Month apparently, mostly because Councillor Suna is a member of the.
Actually,
LGBTQ.
they have celebrated Pride Month for a long time.
Yeah. But I did see that Councillor Suna wanted personally to like run this gig, so she's writing the post. And she wrote about Strange New Worlds. Oh, I don't remember the name of that character. There was this villain, female, that was kind of like campy, but she was. I thought she was absolutely wonderful. She took over Enterprise. Vixen, catsuit, black hair, tattoo on her face. You remember? God, I don't recall that. What was the name? I wish I had better memory on that. I think I can find it. Oh, there we go. Captain Angel played.
I have no idea who that is.
Don't you remember A Strange New Worlds? It was in the first season.
No, I actually don't
When
remember a
those two-
lot about Strange New Worlds from the
Oh,
first season.
well-
It was... Good morning, Ed. But that
Morning.
was... I haven't seen it since it first ran, and before they come out with the new season, I have resolved to go back and rewatch the first 2 just to kind of do a catch-up. It was one of those... I enjoyed watching it, but didn't have an overwhelming desire to rewatch it.
Well, I definitely will rewatch it soon because I want to be fresh on the first 2 seasons. So if there's anything they'll pick up, I'll remember it and be able to cross-reference it. But yeah, generally.
And how are you, Ed?
I'm okay.
You're very quiet. Let me see if I can
Yeah.
crank it on my side.
So what I was going at with that is that they put that representation post and
The only thing I see
the
from Suna
amount
is
of
about
accounts
Beckett
and
Mariner.
comments so many comments that were highlighting all the list of people you can just block away and never see again. I'm starting to think that they're doing a bait.
It
I
could
have a
be.
feeling like they're baiting people to just be called out and be blocked away by everyone in the community. Because, like, God,
This is
like
not
someone's.
queuing. Should we try something else?
Yeah, sure.
Well, as I said, there's
Someone.
almost nobody in game this morning. There's you, me, Stargate Wars, what's the hell, but most of the people I normally see here are not here.
Oh, actually, I don't have a lot of people in my list. There were more in the morning. I think you just logged off.
Well,
'Cause
usually
I had a list in the morning. There's a lot of people.
Usually this time of day we get a lot of people who are doing their stuff before heading off to work or doing whatever. And
I
typically
have a
there's
buddy
like
that works night shifts, and he logs into the game right after, before he
Mhm.
goes to bed, so he's around that time for at least an hour or two, but he's gone too, and he was in the morning. So, yeah.
see.
I suppose he just went off.
Give me something that you like. Alright, I didn't see you in game. Are you not in game this morning either?
I am not.
It is a very quiet morning.
I mean, we can do whatever. Jupiter, Swarm, I don't know.
Let's queue up Jupiter and see if anybody joins us there. I'm kind of bored with
Can go the
Swarm.
We can go the old-fashioned infected. Or Kilmer. The Borg ones generally have a big... Oh, we can do Resistance of Starbase 1. This one tends to pop.
Okay.
I think it's kind of like on par with the normal SB1, which tends to pop for people to run through.
Yeah, I don't need... Do you need Borg?
No,
Because I just need damage. I don't care what it
I'm
is.
Tetrian damage in space, so just put in a Tetrian torpedo and...
Okay, so I currently have 3 things
Do
cubed. Cubed, yeah. I got a
Cubed?
4th here, and nothing is popping. Something is up.
That's lovely.
Something is
Maybe people are not running randoms, I don't know.
No, this hour of the morning something pops. Like I said, I think it's there's some internet outages that I'm aware of. Okay, so Spectrum is having issues in LA because of vandalism. AT&T is dark over a lot of the US. Let's see if I've got a current map here of everything. Wow, yeah.
What?
Response errors in 69 cities
Nice.
in the last 25 minutes.
But it's the middle of, like, okay, for many regions in the US, it's, Guillotine, there you go.
Oh, yay, I'll take it.
For a lot of places in the US, it's still, like, maybe not middle, but, like, late in the night, like, or early.
No, it's
very
early in the morning. I mean, it's about as west
So
as they
some
get, and I'm
people
as
are
east as they
asleep,
get.
others are going to...
Hey,
Yeah,
I'm
but some
just
people
going
are
off the
asleep.
fact that 90% of the time we can make these pop within 2 or 3 minutes.
I don't think that's a rule.
I'm logging in.
Okay. Well, we're queuing up for Guillotine.
Well, you've already accepted for Guillotine, so...
Yeah, providing everybody accepts it. We'll see what happens.
Sir Polish right wing
Good
is
morning, Wicked
interesting.
Styles. I was driving through Champaign-Urbana last night.
What?
Wicked Styles came on. And he lives or works in a town that I drive through on the way to and from my class. Champaign-Urbana. It's actually 2 towns, because I go through Champaign-Urbana to get to Bloomington Normal. Gotta love those college towns where they stick everything next to each other. Both live and work. I would really appreciate it if they would finish working on 74. That would be very nice. The main highway I take out there has been under construction since I started traveling there 3 years ago.
Ouch.
Maybe longer.
Sounds like I think it's 77 in Texas. It's always under construction.
Yeah. And I-90 in Indiana and Illinois, it's just always, always. They finally finished 90, and now they're doing the off-ramp, so 290 is now a disaster. And I have to go back there in about 3 weeks.
Do you remember that we had presidential election?
Oh, yes, you had mentioned that, yes.
Well, turns out to be there is a chance that they're going to be annulled.
Oh.
The results,
Wow.
because former ruling party installed enough of their, let's just say, operatives within the commissions that are watching over.
Mm-hmm.
And there was also some sort of private app that is connected to the right wing that also lost the previous parliamentary elections. Resulting that there is too much inconsistencies, too many violations that might have affected the final result.
Oh, there's only 4 of us in here.
Yeah, I've noticed. I think someone warped out. I was sure there were 5 people.
Yeah, it usually doesn't queue unless you got 5.
So, I don't know how this is gonna go. Why am I being constantly tracked? I already used polarized hull. Frick off. Knock off. I mean, a simulator.
Maybe they didn't read the directions. Okay, I can't target the board cube. Oh, Baby Metal's gonna be in Chicago! Baby Metal.
Oh. Yeah.
Well,
I sadly did not get to go.
Well, the venue here was very small, so you might have been... I mean, the concert was great, but no seating whatsoever. Everybody's standing room. And... good concert, though. The intro act was horrible. But I don't ever expect much from intros.
Band.
Pardon?
Some sort of standing in band that was doing the intros.
It was a all-female hard rock band, which was appropriate, but every single song was How Horrible Men Are. Yeah.
Sounded like a manifest.
And this in an auditorium where there are huge signs up about, watch what you're saying in terms of no hate language, no nothing like that. We don't uphold with that stuff. And then the first group comes out and just screams about the evilness of men.
It's sake. It's cute though.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be fun to go see them. It looks like they'll be in... St. Louis show's gone, but they'll still be in Chicago. What depends on when they're going to be. July 8th at the Arlington Ballroom. Oh my god, I'm going to be there like 2 days later for a event. I wonder if maybe I can stretch that into a long visit. Maybe my brother-in-law can watch the Doggers and then I can go. That would be fun.
How are the puppers?
They are, let's just say Loki does not like to not have the upstairs accessible when I leave. She likes to go up there and pee and poop on the carpets. So I deliberately blocked her off from it last night when I went to class. Made sure they had plenty of time to go out and all that stuff. And then this morning when I got up, after I let them out, after they took care of business, I opened up the upstairs, and she promptly goes upstairs and takes care of things. And she did that on purpose. She did that on purpose.
And why would a dog do that? There's gonna be something going on there in that lovely head.
There's not enough brain cell left for that.
Oh, it's going to be the Aragon? Oh, the Aragon's amazing. Yeah, she only has the one brain cell, so you know it's one of those revenge brain cells. Mom wouldn't let me pee on the carpets. I'm gonna wait till she opens it up, and I'm gonna go pee on the carpets. Ha 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 ha. That'll teach her.
I would put the dog out and never let it inside the house.
Yeah, she's too delicate
Light of it.
and tiny and fragile and
And
frail.
it will have to learn.
She'll get eaten
If
by
you're
a
delicate,
hawk or
you get-
something.
You gotta earn
Yeah.
the ability to get inside.
See, with the only brain cell, you know, the singular brain cell, it doesn't have a cause and effect. It just understands
They
effect.
say no dogs have that kind of thinking, but I refuse to accept that. Because, I don't know, the way I observe my dog behavior, and he's always a good boy, he never does anything despite there's not a single
Well, Phoebe's a
ounce
good
of
girl.
shenanigan in his brain. Like, there's nothing in there that would ever want him to be. He's just that good boy, that he's so programmed to be a good boy that he wouldn't even think about doing something. I mean, so when he had his tummy issues, and he had his butt explode in the house,
Aw.
he was so apologetic.
Oh yeah, well
Was
my
so
dogs with
terrified
more
of
than one
his
brain cell are
dream.
like that too. This dog does not have more than one brain cell, and I think she shares it with others. So that on occasion, you know, there's no brain cell. It's like an orange cat.
I'm like, yeah, but scientists are gonna tell me that dogs don't feel guilt, and then I see
Of course they
this.
feel guilt. Bloodywood. Let's see. Special guest Black Veil Brides. I don't know them. Ginger and Bloodywood. I don't know any of them. Good. That'll give me something new to go listen to. We'll have to go do a little scrounging to see if I can get there, because I have to be in Chicago on the 6th and back the following weekend, and I'm trying not to have to go 3 times in 1 week, so maybe I'll just go for the week, stay at my brother-in-law's or something. It's before Ryza, so I can enjoy it. I think it's before Ryza. Should be before Ryza. Yay! One finally went. Yay!
Left again.
Oh, we're down to 3 of us now.
Yeah.
Well, let's go get these guys activated. I don't care about anything else.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing.
Coming down to help with 5.
Do you ever watch, I mean, I know it's tedious and you probably don't, but do you ever watch that they do these, or come into my house kind of an interview
Uh-huh.
thingy with actors? And
Oh, yeah.
famous
See them every now
people?
and
then. Liv Tyler did one recently.
Really?
Apparently she owns a house in somewhere in New York.
Wow.
A bit obsessive about a dumb tree that grows in the backyard, but beside
Good
the point. But
morning, Pteronectomy. How's everybody doing? We has been raided. So go on about Liv Tyler's tree.
well, she was going on about it obsessively. I love this tree. It's my favorite view in the house because I see that tree. And I'm like, come on, girl. Like, it's just a tree. Like, get yourself sorted.
It
But-
could be worse. It's a tree.
She is so unhinged. I mean, that whole interview is just like, I'm sorry, are you drunk? And she's always, like, the whole thing, she's barefoot. She goes in the backyard, she's barefoot. She goes around the kitchen, she's barefoot. And, like, I get it that you're comfortable with your house, but I don't understand it. But beside that, it's There's this comedian. He's kind of a comedian. I want to say
Oh God, we haven't even started 3 yet.
stand-up comedian and I think he's of Italian descent, but I think he was raised in the US. I think I told you about him once or twice. Matteo Lane.
You might have. It doesn't ring a bell, but that doesn't mean anything.
He made a coverage of this. He's reacting to it by going through bits and pieces and commenting on it, and I'm just finding this the most hilarious content I've seen on YouTube for months. The way he comments, like he's not disrespectful. He's not like doing anything mean or anything like. It's just like, really, this is what you're talking about. She's kind of pointing out that she's a little bit pretentious there, and like the whole idea of those interviews is kind of pretentious. Oh, look at the celebrities living in their big houses. I'm like, okay. I don't think we ever do that here, but I guess it's just a part of American culture, so maybe we don't get it.
I have no idea what the American culture is anymore. I am so out of tune with everything.
Because everything is just so random.
I don't feel as that way when I was growing up, but it's just maybe too much input. By the way, Pteronectomy says, nice day for fishing, ain't it? No, it is raining out there. It is not a nice day for fishing.
Weather is great weather to fish.
Yeah, my husband used to love fishing. We spent our honeymoon fishing. It was the most unsuccessful fishing adventure we've ever had. We would be out there on the boat like 12 hours a day and might have caught 3 fish the entire trip.
Oh,
I died.
Was it ice fishing? Because that's on par.
No, this was beginning of September fishing. It was cold. Come on, mouse. Where's my...
Oh, pardon me, I just tuned out because I was sneezing like crazy. Oh, I think I'm gonna go again.
My dogs are on the floor
I've got
snoring at me.
seasonal allergies, and I just... What the hell is this? Why?
Well, because there's only 3 of us doing all of this stuff. I'm going to try and keep 4 alive before I come back to 3. I don't want to abandon because after all this...
3 just collapsed.
Yeah, I know. Well, do you want to just keep 4 alive and then we'll go back and just do 3 because 4 is starting to die too.
Do it. On my way to
I just don't have the firepower on the ship to do it myself. And it, of course, is sending everything. Put those guys out there.
It's just if they're in a collective or something, we can communicate that. Bring everyone here, bring everyone here. I'm ignoring normal spheres and just focusing on the adapters.
The adapters, yeah. Since they're the ones bringing them down.
Oh my god.
I hate that the adapters kind of keep their beams going even after you've blown them up.
Yeah,
I also hate that I can't
when
target
they're dead,
beams
that
today.
should be dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, disengage. I mean, I don't think it's making an effect, but it still looks like it is.
So I have not been out fishing in 20 years, I'm going to say. Maybe a little bit more.
Must have been
about
a
20
past
years.
If it's been that long. I must have been passionate about it.
My
I don't know,
husband
I hate
loved
it.
fishing.
My dad used to love it. I'm like, why? It's boring. Nothing is happening for like hours.
Yep. Pteronectomy is off to eat fish cereal.
What?
No, I'm joking. He's off to get some cereal. Because that is breakfast wherever he is. Or dinner.
Oh, 4 is complete.
4 is done. Yeah, let's get 3 done.
We have so many simulators that just went out.
Oh, we've completely missed every single simulator. 3 escaped.
kind of nail the bottom. The other guy is about to die. I'm gonna go over and help him out.
My sole job here is to try and keep 3 alive.
Get off.
Get done with this.
This simulator. Uh-oh, more of them coming.
Wicked says, I still don't know how it would start without a full team. I think we had a full team and somebody bailed immediately.
Full team, someone bailed and then
Yeah.
someone else bailed.
Right.
So someone chose to stay on a unmanned thing.
No, I'm pretty sure we had a full team and just that first guy left. Jeez. What is going on here?
Historically, my worst run of the Guillotine.
This is gonna go right down there with my worst run of this. Which was 40-some minutes. And that was with a full team, so this doesn't count in the same way. And we still have to take out the 2 big board cubes.
I mean, I've got damage. It's just like there's not enough of us to like deal with all of those spheres, but I think it's gonna be a little bit better when
Just focusing
come
on
up.
taking out adapters.
on an intel ship, so I can put surgical strikes on very frequently.
This ship weren't built for this.
There we go.
Ah, thank you.
Slow them down with
Oh my goodness.
a ionic turbulence, I think. What's it? There's this intel ability that blocks their path and slows them down. Alright, using surgical strikes, putting on the weapon, firepower.
Which one are we starting on? The top one or the bottom one? Alpha or beta?
Bottom one,
Beta, okay.
beta, I think. Just gonna keep hitting it with surgical strikes,
Yep.
and just strip its shields down very quickly. And an ionic turbulence in case it wanted to move. I'm already making good damage into
Oh, yeah.
it, I think it should be. It's just that we were a bit too spread thin.
Yep.
In terms of like, what the hell? How did it multiply?
It does that. It runs like a ghost.
I always thought it was like a Tazzy thing.
No, it's been doing this a lot. There's something causing it to happen, but I don't know what the function is that's doing it. Because I was doing something solo the other day. Good morning, Cliff. It's alright, you're allowed to have other things in your life besides this. And given the disastrous version of this today, no worries. I have nothing better here. Oh, we're to 75%, that's something. Oh, went back up to 74. How dare you? Just going through all my weird stuff. let's grab that. See? Did it again.
Yeah, that's weird.
There's a console that's triggering it.
I haven't used any console, but that's not me.
Might be passive, where you're not doing it intentionally. Or I'm not
don't
doing it
have a
intentionally.
guess
Or the other
anywhere
guy's not
else.
doing it intentionally. Oh, thank goodness. Let's get this other one.
It didn't last too long.
So I noticed it only seems to happen with the Borg cubes, so maybe it's a Borg thing that they've added. Some old school warp plasma, see if that helps at all. So Cliff, to bring you up to speed here, we started out with 5, somebody bailed immediately, we have 4, somebody didn't stick with it, we now are doing this with 3 of us. So it looks like the Borg cube is actually doing the equivalent of the Picard maneuver, where it creates a shadow of itself and bops away. Maybe it is not from us, maybe it's from the cube. Yeah, we don't care about you, spheres. Come out here and see if we care. No, at this point, nothing can join us. It's the last cube. It's been 30-some minutes on this one. Oh my god. That was awful.
But, I mean, I don't mind a lot of target practice, but it's too long.
Our efforts were
Yeah.
not satisfactory on this day. The enemy incursion has been thwarted. Your contributions were a critical part.
I
Okay,
mean,
I'm
I
gonna
don't make
look at the time real quick and see how that went.
We are secure.
went terrible.
It doesn't even say, because it doesn't count them on TFOs. It took a long time. I'm going to say in the 40-minute range. Oh my gosh. Well, that's a great start to the day. That, an unexpected rainstorm, and snoring dogs. Yep, we got it all. Well, I do have a day to get to, so I'm going to get out of here, everybody. On behalf of everybody here, welcome to the Moopsyverse. Thanks for joining us this morning. We'll be back tonight at 6 p.m., so in about 11 hours, and we will be doing Defensive Rio Station along with anything else you want to do. It's a TFO night. I once did the Mars mission and had to finish it by myself. Yep. When people bail, it's so much fun. Everyone have a wonderful day. Kris, thank you for sticking with that one.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, it's not the first time I've run into this one, and it
Oh no, it's not the
took a
first.
little bit longer than I wanted to, but that's fine.
Yeah, it can be an adventure. I'll talk to you guys later, and like we like to say around here, stay.
Damn,
Moopsies.
Who are you? We are the knights who say...
Moopsy! Moopsy! Moopsy!
Shun the non-believer! Shun!
Take care, everybody.
I will make it a threesome.